Welcome to the official start of Season 4 for my Toronto Thunderbirds franchise here on Madden 25. In our last season, we finished 11-6. We managed to win the division, but then unfortunately got bounced in the wildcard round of the playoffs against Philadelphia, 27-26. But between then and now, we have added a couple key players to this defense, starting with Jalen Carter, who we managed to sign in free agency. He comes in as a 93 overall defensive tackle and a superstar X-Factor. We were also able to trade for defensive back AJ Terrell, so now we have a true number one corner. The main change over on offense that you will definitely notice is we have a rookie at left guard in Ashton Aldridge that we took in the second round, and then we have our first round pick in Sherrod Bryant over at right tackle. But we also have our third round pick starting on this team, and that is Will Pearson. He will be starting over Keaton Mitchell, at least for now. I want to see what Pearson can do. I want to give him a chance to be our number one main running back. We should still see a bit of Keaton Mitchell as well, though. Moving on to our first opponent of the season, which will be the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. They are led by Jalen Lloyd, who I believe won the Offensive Rookie of the Year for Seattle last year. He is an 81 overall quarterback with 90 speed. Really hoping he doesn't give our defense much of a problem. At running back, they still have a 97 overall Kenneth Walker. Wide receiver is going to be a 93 in Jackson Smith-Njigba, a 90 in Khalil Shakir. I don't want to try to butcher your name. And then an 89 DK Metcalf. At tight end will be a 79 in Noah Fant. The left tackle will be an 84, left guard will be an 83, center will be a 95, right guard will be a 77, and right tackle will be an 89. Then moving over to their defensive side of the ball, they have a 99 Aiden Hutchinson. I did attempt to sign him in for agency when he was there a couple years ago. Obviously, he is not in Toronto, so it did not work. At right end, they have a 76 overall. Defensive tackle will be a 91 in Byron Murphy. Outside linebacker is going to be an 86. Middle linebacker is a 77. Right outside linebacker is an 84. At corner, they have a 92, an 86, and an 84. Free safety will be a 76 overall in Tony Adams, and strong safety will be a 74 in Darnell Savage. We do have to set our season goal for this year, and honestly, since we made it last year, I think our goal this year is going to be to get back into the playoffs. Our very first game of the season is on Monday night prime time, so it should be a fun matchup. Let's jump in and see if we can get this season started right. The Seahawks would get the ball first, so we get to see our revamped defensive line now. Out of his shotgun set, they hand off the running back to the outside, who was brought down for a 3-yard carry by Austin Acosta. We gave Jalen Carter a lot of money, so hopefully he is a big impact for this team. 2nd and 7 from the 33. He'll take the snap, and it's going to be a play fake, and Jalen Carter will get the sack on the play back to the 25. Well, don't know if you can ask for a much better first pass rep than that from Jalen Carter. Now on 3rd and 15, he'll drop back to pass, and it's going to go underneath, caught by Noah Fant, who will be met and brought down, and we do force a 3-and-out, which is a very good sign because I was a little bit concerned for our starting defense during the preseason because every quarterback seemingly gashed them. But the punt will be sent deep, and we'll take over at the 26-yard line. So here comes Ben Richardson for the first time this season. It will be a shotgun set with Will Pearson in at running back here. Richardson will take the snap and look to pass. The first play of the season will find a wide-open Brian Duval for the first down to about the 39-yard line. Now Richardson's going to line up under center. Will this be the first official handoff to Will Pearson? Yes, it will. He goes up the middle and gets brought down for just a 2-yard carry. Now that brings up a 2nd and 8. Richardson back in shotgun. Pearson is the running back. He's going to send Dylan Kruger in motion, who was lined up at receiver. Now Richardson will drop back and look to pass. He's going to go to Kruger, and that will result in a 3rd and 5 from the 44. It will be another shotgun set for Toronto. Pearson's still the running back, but Richardson looking to pass. And he's going to let this one go deep downfield, and that one will be knocked away, nearly intercepted. Tried to find Dylan Kruger, and now we will punt it away. Well, I guess we are not going to be punting it away because it says there was a 5-yard penalty against the defense, and I guess they ran into the kicker in Super Sim, so we get to keep the ball. That is not a problem with me. 1st and 10 for Toronto. Ben Richardson back in his shotgun set again. Do we give it to Will Pearson? Yes, we do. Pearson to the outside, makes a man miss and has the first down, fights off another guy, and is brought down to the 37. Those are the type of runs we have really not seen in this franchise yet, and that's what I really want to see this year. Now on 1st and 10, he'll look to pass. It's going to go to Dylan Kruger, who was wide open, but he could not hit him due to the pressure. So it brings up a 2nd and 10. Richardson back in shotgun will drop back and look to pass. Going downfield, he finds Jameson Williams, and that will set up a 3rd and 2 from about the 30. Now it's going to be a shotgun set again. Richardson back in the backfield will take the snap and looks to pass. A quick throw to the outside, and he will miss his man to bring up a 4th down. Now, will we go for it or send out Glenn Griffin? We will just send out our kicker for about a 47-yard try to get our first points on the season. The snap, the hold by Spencer Rattler, the kick is away, and it is good. I would like to see how our defense does this time. 1st and 10 from about the 30-yard line. He'll take a snap. It's a handoff to Kenneth Walker, who goes to the outside. He has the 1st down, and we'll get all the way to the 48-yard line. A nice start to their drive. Jalen Lloyd lines up under center for the next play. It looks like Kenneth Walker is still in the backfield, and they will fake it to him. Now he's going to throw this, and that gets tipped around, and luckily for them, falls incomplete. I think he threw that at the back of Montez Sweat. That brings up a 2nd and 10. He's going to line back up in shotgun again. He will take the snap, and it's going to be a quick pass over the middle, and that one will fall incomplete to lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun set one more time for Seattle to try to keep this drive moving. It will be a play fake, under pressure, going over the middle, and that gets intercepted on the play by Emmett Ward to the 44-yard line. All we need now is our offense to take advantage of it. Out of a shotgun set, Richardson with a quick throw will find Dylan Kruger over the middle for a gain of about 9 yards to bring up a 2nd and 1. It'll be another shotgun set for Toronto. Will Pearson is the running back in the backfield this time. We're going to send Dylan Kruger in motion, and I imagine send him right back. That's exactly what we do. Richardson with a quick throw downfield gets deflected away, tried to get that one to Kruger. So on 3rd and 1 from the 46-yard line. Will we give it to the running back? We send Jameson Williams in motion, and it will be a pass play. Going downfield, a wide open man for the 1st down. It is Sidney Peters to the Seattle 38. Shotgun set one more time for Toronto. We'll take the snap, run the play fake. And now Richardson looking to get rid of it, going deep to the end zone, tipped around, and that one will fall incomplete, 2nd and 10. I am perfectly fine with taking a shot play on 1st down. Now on 2nd down, we need to get a quick pass and some yards, and that's exactly what we try, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and 10 from the 38. Richardson in a shotgun set again. If we don't get this, we should at least send out Glenn Griffin to try a field goal. And they're bringing a blitz. He rolls to the outside under pressure. Never mind. There's Aiden Hutchinson back to the 20. To bring up a 4th and 21 back to the 49, and we will punt it away. But following a couple run plays after the punt, our defense may be able to force a 3 now. It's a 3rd and 5. He's going to look to run to the outside. He meets Tracy Wilcox, and Seattle will once again punt it back to the Toronto. And while trying to simulate the next drive, Kenny Brewer picks off, and Richardson and Seattle will get the ball right back. However, it could just lead to another 3 and out for the Seahawks as it's a 3rd and 10, and he's going downfield to a wide open man, and that is DK Metcalf off to the races. Touchdown, Seattle. It looks like he beat AJ Terrell, our brand new corner in coverage. That is not what you want to see. On the next drive for Toronto, from the 31-yard line, it's a 3rd and 9, a possible 3 and out. Richardson under pressure, and he's going to get sacked on the play back to the 20-yard line. We will once again have to punt. And the Seahawks would manage to drive all the way down inside our 15 on their next drive. It's a 1st and 10 from the 13. Lloyd will look to pass, and he finds a man. That's Noah Fant, who is into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. We are now down by 2 scores. They would end up missing the extra point, so it's only a 10-point game instead of an 11. But now we face a 3rd and 4 and another possible 3 and out on our drive. From our own 36-yard line, Richardson will look to pass, rolling to the outside, trying to take off, and he's going to get brought down by Aiden Hutchinson. The defense would force a 3 and out on their next drive, so with 2:01 to go, we take over the 15-yard line. We're at least 2:01 to go here in the first half. We'll find Sidney Peters to start this drive for a 9-yard play. Out of a shotgun set, Pearson is the running back, but Richardson will look to pass. It's a quick throw caught by Dylan Kruger, who cuts up the sideline, and he will get all the way to the 41-yard line. The clock is still running, down to a minute 33 whenever we snap this ball. And he's looking to go deep downfield. Does he have a man? No, he does not. It falls incomplete. Try to throw a jump ball to Jameson Williams. That brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 41. Richardson will drop back to pass. He's going to go deep downfield again, and this time overthrows Jameson Williams. So now a 3rd and 10 for our offense. Richardson back in shotgun. He's going to send Dylan Kruger in motion. Now we're going to send him right back to where he was. He'll drop back and look to pass again. Needing to just get the 1st down to keep the drive moving. Hit as he's throwing. It's caught by Sidney Peters, but it will cause a 4th and 4, and we will punt it away. Thankfully for us, we do get the ball to start the second half, so let's see if the offense can do any better. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pearson, who goes up the middle and can't find any space, brought down for no gain. Now that's going to lead to a 2nd and 10. Back in a shotgun set, Pearson is still the running back as Richardson will drop back, and he's going to look to run. Tries to throw on the run, and it's going to fall incomplete, and now we have a possible 3 and out on our hands. It'll be a 3rd and 10. Pearson's lined up at running back again. I don't think it's going to matter too much because obviously Richardson will look to pass here. Stay in the pocket, now throws it underneath, caught by Kruger, but it's going to fall incomplete, so we have to punt it away. On the Seahawks drive, they face a 3rd and 12 from the 49-yard line. He will take the snap, looking to convert on this play, going downfield, tipped in the air, and that one's going to fall incomplete. The following punt would go back for a touchback, so we start at the 20-yard line. In a shotgun setup, we have play fake to Will Pearson. Now Richardson going deep downfield. He has a man. That's Sidney Peters. Off to the races. Is our offense finally alive? Touchdown Toronto. We make this a 1-score game. From their own 49-yard line, they face a 3rd and 6 on their next drive. Going over the middle, he'll find his man for the first down into Toronto territory. Brought down to the 38. Just about 2.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jalen Lloyd lines up under center, and they give it back to Kenneth Walker. Never mind, it's a play fake. Now rolling to the outside. He's going to try to take off and has the first down. And more inside the 20, making a man miss all the way down to the 14-yard line. That is the benefit to having a quarterback with 90 speed on your team. Now inside the red zone, Lloyd will look to pass, going to the outside, and that should have been intercepted. In fact, that should be a pick 6 by Corey Bailey, but he could not hold on to it. So now it's a 2nd and 10 from the 14. Back in a shotgun set again. Kenneth Walker is still lined up in the backfield, and that's where they go with it up the middle, but he won't find much space, brought down by Tracy Wilcox. We could at least hold them to a field goal drive on this. So now it's going to be a play fake. He's under pressure, hit as he's throwing, and that one will fall incomplete, which will lead to the field goal try. Also, side note before that play happened, I'm pretty sure I said field goal drive instead of field goal try the first time. You guys know what I meant, but anyway, here's the kick, and it is good. We are down by 6. Our offense managed to wake up for one play where we got a huge touchdown. Let's see if we can keep that momentum. It'll be a handoff to Pearson to the outside, and he's going to end up with a gain of about 8 yards to start this drive. Now that'll be a 2nd and 2 from the 38-yard line. Pearson is still the running back. Do we go right back to him? No, we won't. It's going to be a play fake to the outside, caught by our tight end, Dylan Kruger, down the sideline, inside the 20, 15, and caught at about the 13-yard line. And that would end up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So now we jump in inside the 15-yard line to start the final quarter of this game. It's going to be a 5-wide set for Toronto. Richardson will take the snap and looks to pass. A quick throw to the outside, caught by Brian Duvall, who can walk into the end zone, and just like that, we should have a 1-point lead. And on the Seahawks drive, they face a 3rd and 13 from their own 27, a possible 3-and-out. We really need this stop. He's rolling to the outside, throws on the run, and that should have been intercepted, but since we didn't get the deflection, it's going to be a 1st down for Seattle. I want to see who exactly tried to jump that and could not get it. It was Emmett Ward going for his 2nd interception of the day, and had he just knocked it away, they're punting this ball right back to our offense. On the next play would be a 7-yard run from Kenneth Walker, so now it's a 2nd and 3 from the 48. And he's going to run a play action to Walker, looking to go downfield. He'll let this one go to a wide open man for the first down into Toronto territory. Jalen Lloyd's going to line up under center for this one. Walker in the backfield. It's going to be a play fake. He's under pressure and getting sacked on the play by Jeremy Chin, the safety we got in free agency. That brings up a 2nd and 19 now, all the way back at the 47-yard line. And is that going to be a false start, or is that going to be encroachment on us? Encroachment on us. Awesome. Instead of a 2nd and 19, they have a 2nd and 14. And it will be a handoff to Walker, but he's not going to find much space. Brought down to bring up a 3rd and 14. We are now officially under 8 minutes to go in this game. From the 42-yard line, Jalen Lloyd will take the snap and looks to pass. He's going to be under pressure, rolling to the outside, and he's going to throw this one away. All right, don't know if I agree with that decision. With now 7:42 to play in the game. From about the 20-yard line, we'll come out on a 1st and 10, handoff to Pearson to the outside, and that'll be a gain of a couple yards. You know, I set some fatigue and auto sub, so I thought we would see our other running back, Keaton Mitchell, but I guess not. Here on 2nd and 8, Richardson will drop back, and a quick throw over the middle will be caught by Joe Wayne for the first down to about the 32. Just keep eating away at the clock here, guys. Richardson lines up under center. We'll drop back, a quick throw caught by Kruger, and that's going to be a gain of maybe a yard. Now it's a 2nd and 9, and a shotgun set again. And this time we'll give it to Pearson, who's going to try to find some space up the middle, but that is going to set up a 3rd and 7 at our own 35. This play is going to be massive for both teams right here. Either Seattle gets the ball back, or we get to keep chewing away at the clock. Dylan Kruger is going to be sent in motion. Richardson will drop back, and it's going to be a quick pass. It bounces off of Dylan Kruger. I think he was trying to go to Antoine Edmonds. It bounced off of Kruger, who then could not make the catch off the deflection from himself. So now we will punt the ball back to Seattle, and that's going to be a roughing the kicker if I've ever seen one. Fielded about the 15, and they'll get met and brought down to the 20, or near the 20, but let's see what this flag is going to be.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker.
Yeah, roughing the kicker, definite penalty, and that'll be an automatic first down. Seattle went aggressive, and it is going to come back to maybe bite them. 5:09 to go, and that's going to be an incomplete ball. Now a 2nd and 10. 5:07 to play. Richardson will drop back. A quick throw will be caught by Peters, who's going to hold on to it for a gain of about 2 yards to bring up yet another 3rd down for Toronto. Guys, if we don't get this first down, I don't believe we're going to get lucky enough for them to rough the punter again. Richardson out of shotgun will look to go downfield. He's under pressure, rolling to the outside. Ben Richardson's going to take off. He's got the first down and will slide down to the 35. Our quarterback may not have 90 speed, but he can still go. Under 4 minutes to play in the game now. Richardson back in shotgun. Pearson is still the running back. And we are going to look for a pass play. And he's going to let this one go over the middle. Caught by our tight end, Dylan Kruger. Brought down to 23. First down, Toronto. I really wish we were running more clock in between these plays, but whatever. 1st and 10. And we'll take the snap, handoff to Pearson, who will be met and brought down in the backfield. That's a loss of 1. And the clock will stop for Seattle because they had an injury on defense. Now on 2nd and 11, he'll drop back and look to pass. It's a screen to the outside, caught by Pearson, who gets to the edge, has the first down, and Will Pearson sets up a 1st and goal at the 9. Another shotgun set for Toronto. And he'll take the snap. It's a handoff. He goes to the outside. There is a flag. Let's see what this is going to be, but I have a feeling it's going to be holding on Toronto, and that's exactly what it is. That would now make it a 1st and goal all the way back at the 19-yard line with 2:29 to play. Gonna send Dylan Kruger in motion. He will line up at wide receiver for this play. Richardson will drop back there, bringing up blitz, but Pearson picks it up nicely, and we find Kruger over the middle for about a 5-yard play. That will set up a 2nd and goal now as we have officially hit the 2-minute warning. Both teams will have all 3 timeouts. Hand off to Pearson, who goes up the middle and is brought down to the 11 as Seattle will burn that first timeout. He's going to line up under center. He takes a step, and it's going to be a handoff to Pearson, who goes to the outside and is brought down to the 7 as Seattle burns that 2nd timeout. We will now send out Glenn Griffin. I don't know if I agree with that. I think I would have thrown at least 1 pass at the end zone before the 4th down, but the kick is away, and we have a 4-point lead with 1:51 remaining. So it is going to come down to our defense as we send this kick deep, and it's going to be fielded about the 5-yard line. They'll bring it up across the 20 and get met and brought down to the 26. Here comes Jalen Lloyd and the Seattle offense now. 1:47 to go and 1 timeout. Out of a shotgun set, he will look to pass. He's going to try to dance to the outside. Lloyd's going to take off and have the first down, get met and brought down to the 41-yard line. Now, they cannot settle for a field goal. They have to have a touchdown. Lloyd will drop back and look to pass, going to the outside, caught by Walker up the sideline, who will duck out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:21. Now a 2nd and 7. Lloyd back in shotgun again. Will take the snap and look to pass. He's throwing to the outside again, caught by Walker, and this time I don't think he made it to the sideline. He did not, so the clock will continue to run. About a minute to go. It's a 3rd and 8. Lloyd will drop back. He's under pressure from, I believe, Jalen Carter, but finds DK Metcalf over the middle, who can't seemingly be brought down, and they get the first all the way to R45. Now about 45 seconds to go in the game. Lloyd will drop back and look to pass again, rolling to the outside. He gets sacked, fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by Jalen Carter. Zach Harrison with the sack, Jalen Carter with the recovery, and our defense is going to seal this win. What a play from these two, and they may review that because that looked incredibly close, but I don't think he was down if you were asking me. And apparently there will be no review here. We are going to take a knee. Seattle will burn that final timeout, and we will take another knee to get out of here with a win. Despite a slow start for our offense, they get the job done. We get out of here with our very first win of the season in Week 1. Jalen Lloyd may be a problem in this league for years to come. He was giving our defense fits. Fortunately for us, though, Zach Harrison and Jalen Carter came up big when we needed them to. And also, our quarterback did step up when we absolutely needed a spark on offense to find Sidney Peters on that huge touchdown. The final stats for Ben Richardson, he goes 17 of 30 for 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. On the ground, Will Pearson ran for 44 yards on 13 carries, and then receiving Dylan Kruger 7 for 95, Sidney Peters 5 for 106 in a score, and Brian Duvall also caught a touchdown. Leading our team in tackles is probably not a shock to anybody that's been watching this series for a while. Tracy Wilcox with a total of 8. In sacks, Jalen Carter got 1.5, Zach Harrison got 1, Jeremy Chin got 1, and Dax Hill got half of 1. Interceptions, though, that goes to Emmett Ward, who got our only one today. And our quarterback did not have a great completion percentage, but Jalen Lloyd had a worse one, 14 of 28 for 178, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Both defenses were really giving quarterbacks fits today. Running the ball, though, Kenneth Walker got 107 yards on 23 carries. And then receiving, Noah Fant got a touchdown, and DK Metcalf got a touchdown. That was a fun start to the season, despite the fact at one point I was really concerned for our offense only having 3 points pretty late in the game. But no matter what, we got the win. In the next episode, we will pick up here in week 2, and we'll most likely start trying to get through more than 1 game per episode.